Yeah, we got the locals cheering on their homies. I believe we're going to be seeing some cheers for Cheryo right now. Again, FourFaceButtons. So if I'm not mistaken, that's the Gold Lewis versus the May matchup. Yeah, adjust the camera, make sure we get all the homies in there. There we go. He's like, what happened? What's going on?
Very good. This is a very hype matchup.
FourFaceButtons looks like he looks shook. He's probably just listening to like stream instructions right now. But he's like, what happened?
Yeah, for sure. I'll win. I'll do it.
I got it.
I'll do it for you, Dad.
Anything for May.
Absolutely. Going to be a really exciting match as well. How do you feel about the headphones meta in general when you're playing on some of the higher? I know I wanted to be a listen to my own music guy, but I can't do it. I can't rely on my battery. I'll always forget to charge my phone the night before, and then I just lose pools because I can't listen to whatever anime soundtrack I'm listening to.
the OST just does not come through. My Kill la Kill soundtrack, I charge my phone, and then I'm like, wait, I forgot to charge my AirPods. What do I do? Or you don't turn on noise canceling, and you just hear, yeah, let's go, at your opponent. It's like, no, you should be cheering for me. I think, I don't know, personally for headphone stuff, I can play with my music for Guilty Gear Strive. For Street Fighter 6, I feel like there's so much that I'm looking out for. If I'm also distracted by my favorite songs, that's one of those games where I'm like, all right, I kind of need the game audio to be fully focused, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely person to person. Some people are just a lot better at reacting to that visual stimulus. The audio is like, all right, whatever. I gotta listen to May say Totsugeki in 8th time, whatever, I'm chilling. But some people really want to be tuned in to the game so they can put their full focus into it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my entire life, I've always been I'm very anti not being able to hear my game. I have to have my game audio. Even if it's a game like a card game or a TFT or something, I got to be listening. I got to hear what my opponents are doing. But sometimes in fighting games, it's good to just turn off all the sound, close yourself off, and just kind of be in that vibe moment, hit that flow state.
Oh, chilling, waiting as we load up here. Again, we got the Gold Lewis versus the May. Alright, there we go. Let the full intros rock. What do you think is heavier, the coffin or the anchor? I don't know, the coffin's pretty big, but that anchor is definitely dense as hell, you know what I'm saying?
I think honestly it's gotta be the anchor. Just because it would be funnier answer to be the anchor.
Secretary of Defense, but the offense going to be mounted by FourFaceButtons right now. Baits out the 6-speed with that beach ball. It's not going to do a ton of damage, but at least it keeps you locked down.
Yeah, the beach ball tech is very, very hype. It also got buffed very recently. Ooh, I love that. The 2K to pop the beach ball on the Oki. What a mash coming in from FaceButtons.
Bro, the 4x5P, the 20P coming out and forcing out the burst from Cheryo right now, but 2P, beautiful anti-air coming up and getting you that knockdown situation. Not going to use the RC. I think they were thinking, oh, it's a little too scaled, I can't break the wall, but now I can just break straight on through to take round number 1 for Cheryo.
That is some huge damage coming in. That's the Gold Lewis Classic.
Yep.
We're going to see aggressive round start from both players, just flashing it out there. Immediate burst coming out from FourFaceButtons.
Ooh, gets caught out with the 6K on the way up, waking up with the low.
Oh my god, look at this damage. Are we gonna wall you dead? You're not dead, May, just barely hanging on with those guts.
Right, she's got just enough guts to make it work, and also just enough burst to maybe go for a wall break situation, opting to keep the corner here, but the back throw, PRC, you got all the meter in the world with that positive bonus, and Cheryo hedging their bet to take game number 1.
Yeah, that is really, really nice for Cheryo. Want to be getting that momentum, not quite falling down to the May mental stack quite yet.
Alright, trying to use the far slash here on the May, just keep Gold Lewis out. May's got some pretty decent sized buttons as well. I know we meme a lot, oh, they just throw out the 5H until you walk into the counter hit. Sometimes you gotta play that spacing game. Yeah, you don't get too much as far as conversions, but keeping them out is huge.
May, the smallest of the big bodies, definitely has some of those big, long normals. This is a good JD moment, though.
Yeah, bro, speaking of big-ass normals, we got JD pulling up in the skies. It is so difficult to anti-air unless you're at, such a specific spacing or you have a big disjoint and you call it out super early, but Cheryo calling out that HP bar says, nah, you're going to be taking so much damage right now. Wow, this all reached? Bro.
Oh, wow, it's all looking good, but just a little mash on the jump in. Cheryo's looking pretty decisive right now. FourFaceButtons is having a really hard time getting in and getting some of those big counter hit moments. These preemptive buttons on the beach ball Oki are incredible. Cheryo really showing that they know this matchup. They are not messing around.
Exactly. Oh yeah, that burst would have been burst safe back in Season 2, but now that burst is full screen. A lot of these previously burst safe routes, so you gotta come in super hard to try and bait it. The 6K again, clearing the beach ball off the screen, goes into the special cancel BT to get a beautiful trade, but still Cheryo so low on the health. This should be the round for FourFace.
Incredible. Nicely done by FourFace, making it, getting on the board at the very least. We're going to see what happens. I mean, this call-out, this is one of those things when your opponent knows a specific call-out for something that you're trying to do.
Yep.
Just this interaction alone, if you haven't interacted with that a lot before, you're like, what do I do now? All I do is beach ball Oki, and you can counter it so easily, and now I'm just dead with this super through the wall.
Break the glass for a game number 2 here. And like you said, right, I feel like a lot of people are not used to the beach ball Oki. I would imagine FourFaceButtons pulls that tech out to try and, bait a 6B or bait a preemptive button where you think there's going to be a dolphin just like approaching your location. And normally it throws them off their game enough to condition them into bringing that Totsugeki back into the game plan. But Cheryo has just been doing such a good job of playing the keep out, oddly enough, right?
Here we go. We're in. We got some Kara busters happening.
Oh, the double backdash into Totsugeki, yeah. Just pull up with the overhead kiss, and look at all the corner carry. You get 5P6H off of that? All right, that's a little crazy. Into the wall break, too.
You get the wall break. Not the most damage in the world. Gold Lewis is a tanky boy for sure, but FourFaceButtons very happy to have this positive bonus right now, immediately converting it, getting a burst out for their trouble.
Yeah, I was scared that was actually going to be the cross-up burst, but maybe that doesn't matter if you're Cheryo, right? When you're running FourFaceButtons down all the way across the screen.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Getting the block on the beach ball this time. Red RC on the up dolphin.
Gonna do a grip. Oh, go for the side swap. I think maybe they thought they had enough meter for the dolphin super, or for the whale super there, and it might have been able to kill.
A funny combo coming out a little bit.
Oh, the 3K
gets called out.
Tried to go for the side swap, but now we're swapping the pressure situation. Cheryo, no! What are you doing?
No, reset.
Okay, we're chilling. FourFaceButtons has one more opportunity to fight back. You have the Wild Assault behind you, but you also kind of want to save this burst for the next round here, but you got to make your way out. No, you jumped into the drone!
Swinging into the drone. Tragedy happening on screen live here.
Yeah.
FourFaceButtons has one more opportunity. If you're going to make a reverse sweep happen, then it has to start this stock.
Yep, again, gets caught up by the beach ball, but Gold Lewis has so much health, so much defense, that really it's just chip damage, right? It's not going to condition you too much here, but maybe this will.
Yeah, once you start getting those big counter hits, the big conversions for the Mei.
All right, back to the situation. That 6H was off the screen. We just saw the pause. I was like, I see you charging up that move down below. FourFaceButtons might be able to get around on the board here, but I don't know, especially because you want to save that burst for round 3.
Absolutely. Trying to continue using the beach ball just to keep the Dolphins safe. Just barely. The 6P on the beach ball just popping it right immediately. Gold Burst comes out.
Yeah, I think if you're going to use burst in this round, Gold Burst is actually not that bad, right? You're going for these straight hits, so you actually have a lot of time to build that burst back up. We're already at 50, about to get that solid 75 here. FourFaceButtons. It's a round on the board.
Very nicely done, FourFaceButton on the board. And like I said, if you're going to make the reverse sweep happen, it has to happen with that stock. I really, really like the Gold Burst. Get your Gold Burst reaction tweets ready.
Yep.
But I've always been saying if you're going to burst, it might as well be golden. Get a little bit of that meter back for you.
Oh, but losing quite the meter on that HP bar. FourFaceButtons already down to 30% health. One hit from Cheryo. It's going to be an RC into the wall break kill, but all right, counter hit far slash keeps you at bay for now. Did you bait the burst? You did, but you baited it a little too hard. FourFaceButtons with that burst. Discipline right now. BRC gives you a little bit more time to think.
There's the White Wild Assault. Dodging once again. Wild Assault in, but I don't think got the charge input correctly.
Not quite,
Wild Assault does some nonsense to those charge inputs on occasion.
Yeah, able to block that 6B all the way down because of the BRC. And now 50% burst available on both sides. Far slash keeps you in the game for one more. FourFaceButtons is on the board, baby.
There we go. The reverse sweep is possible. We're going to be seeing if FourFaceButtons can make it happen. We're taking a moment. Let's take a little bit of a breather there. That was an intense match. Lots of mental snack already building up between these players. I mean, these players started on layer 7, and now they're just extrapolating off of that so quickly.
All right, looks like FourFaceButtons, like you're saying, right, has finally established the layers, kind of can tell what Cheryo is leaning into as far as defensive options, and now leading a lot into this far slash, right? They were feeling so good about just running up and, you know, swinging a Behemoth Typhoon to get that straight knockdown, but still no answer to the Gold Lewis JD.
Yeah, that Gold Lewis JD. The Gold Lewis jump-ins in general are very scary. Another great Nash into Red RC.
Yo!
We're going to be doing some May damage here. A little bit of a drop there, unfortunately, but oh my goodness, the 6K. You're bouncing on that wall.
No!
PRC didn't quite get the punish for the drop combo.
Oh, this is so scary. You barely have any meter. Yeah, you have to use the Wild Assault here because you have to hold on. Get some meter to try and FD these Behemoth Typhoons. Stuck, getting caught out by the beach ball. Once again, a little plus frame action, but FourFaceButtons. This is so precarious.
Yep, one hit from either player, though. You have to be so careful. You're dead. Very nicely done by FourFaceButtons, finding the neutral interactions they really needed to take Cheryo down there.
The crowd going wild right now. I think I've seen some mixed reactions, right? You know, I see a Gold Lewis bro trying to cheer on the homie, but of course the locals trying to make sure that FourFaceButtons gets his shine, gets caught out by the counter hit JH, but all you get is a knockdown off it.
Going for the charge dust there. A little bit risky, but, you know, I mean, if you're a May player, you got to represent it at least once,
exactly, right? They're the charge dust gold burst demons, but FourFaceButtons has not had an opportunity to do either right now. This is going to break the wall, take the round, and bring us over to set point once again for Cheryo.
Yep, that is plenty of damage on that big churn from Cheryo. Excited to see the White Wild Assault round start. An interesting use of your burst meter. You may be regretting that later in the round. You know, it's a potent round start option, but it can just be thrown. It can just be blocked even. And you now don't have any burst available for this combo. It's putting you through the wall and earning that positive bonus for FourFaceButtons.
Yeah, it was so close. FourFace just barely didn't have enough meter for that hard knockdown, and now they have to fight in the neutral against Cheryo. That JD whiff, but no grab coming after it. 3K into the RC to try and keep the pressure going. I love the use of JP. Any other button would have been too slow.
There we go, jumps over the White Wild Assault and gets the low. 2K2D coming in. Drops the combo once again, unfortunately. Maybe some of those weight changes working against May's favor there.
Oh, interesting. Dolphin jump off into the whiff 5K, but all good here. Cheryo still has a little bit of life left.
We're hanging on. We got a chip in a chair here for the Gold Lewis player, but May, with some of that aerial movement, is bringing us to a game 5.
Yep. And we're seeing FourFace, you know, instead of trying to challenge with the far slash so often, they're still representing it, but now I think what we're seeing a lot is super jump, air dash back. Trying to catch out these 6Bs, these Behemoth Typhoons, these stray hits that have led into these knockdowns that let Cheryo run away with the round. Yep. And now Cheryo has to think, am I going to commit to swinging this coffin, or do I just let you jump in for free now?
Yep. Has to be really careful, just going with the aggressive strat.
That's unfortunate. I feel like FourFaceButtons was looking for the delay to try and get that gold burst now, but now they're not going to have that meter for quite some time, and Gold Lewis does not give you a lot of opportunities to build your meter back. He's just trying to kill you. He's not knocking on the door. He's busting on it.
Yep. I mean, Gold Lewis is relatively burst safe too. I mean, we're looking at this. What are you going to burst? You know, we're actually just getting chipped out for 70% of our HP.
Exactly.
Swinging through the beach ball once again, but FourFaceButtons is committed to that beach ball.
All right, 5H trades in FourFace's favor. At least we get some screen space here, but not able to quite run the pressure that they're looking for. Again, 6K to try to get to the beach ball.
Yeah, but 6Ks and goes immediately into the Behemoth, and May baits it out, gets the hard knockdown and the positive bonus. That was such a good adaptation, the PRC super, but May jumps over it. Incredible adaptation from FourFaceButtons. Calling out the PRC super when it hasn't even been represented yet.
Exactly. That was amazing awareness from FourFaceButtons, right? Was looking at the meter and said, I know what you're looking for here. I know you're panicking. You're trying to hold on to this momentum when I'm going for this reverse sweep, and we are one round away from the potential reverse sweep from FourFaceButtons.
Very, very exciting stuff. The complete reversal of fortune. Now FourFaceButtons is on match point. Big counter hit though. This is huge. I think you might just actually be dead.
Oh my god, yeah, more than enough damage unless you don't get the wall bounce. YRC buys you one more chance to live, but again, it's going to kill your tension for quite some time. Just put the Dolphin on the screen, baby. We got Wild Assault. Keep the pressure going right now. And the first time that combo doesn't drop, we get a hard knockdown. Can you close it out?
Hard knockdown through the wall. Positive bonus as well. Once again, trying to bait out that PRC super. Meter available for both players. No burst yet. And one interaction, one hit from either player could seal the deal.
Oh, gets cut out by the Skyfish of all things. The machine gun, the gas. No fear on the far slash says, nah, I'm shooting. And we are shooting our way into game 5, round 3. Last situation, full burst on both sides, but FourFace gets the first hit.
The gold burst comes out from Cheryo. A little bit of gold burst strategy coming out. If you're going to burst, it might as well be golden. Cheryo already has 50 meter to work with. Red RC just to stay safe in the corner.
There we go, the walk back. Maybe trying to ban out a throw tech there, but still, FourFaceButtons keeping it. Oh, keeping the pressure with the side switch?
The side switch out of the corner. We're going all the way across, but you land the far slash.
All right, crazy call out from Cheryo here, and all you need is Gold Lewis, right? Is one good knockdown situation. Look at how much meter we've taken from FourFace already. They are not going to be able to RC. This is so scary. 50% still available. One more hit could take it. Cheryo moves on 3-2 over FourFaceButtons.
Very nicely done, Cheryo by the hair on their chin. Pulls it through. You absolutely love to see some beautiful strive like that. So close. FourFaceButtons with some immaculate adaptations in that set. Holy cow.
Now, guys, you are seeing the crowd pop off right now. They were cheering for their respective homies. We got South Florida representing. We got North Carolina representing. And speaking of those two states, if you guys want to see some more rivalry just like that, some more Totsugeki action, there's actually going to be a North Carolina and South Florida crew battle going on at Tampa Never Sleeps, I believe tonight at 10 p.m. So, guys, we have the whole bracket, and then we also have a little side event for you guys. If you want to see some more rivalry between the states, between the regions, make sure to stop on by.
Love to see that. That was some beautiful Guilty Gear, and love to see a little bit of that regional rivalry that the FGC, let's be honest, has just been built on since its start, you know? You do love to see it. I know our own Angel Eye has been a little roped in on that and is going to be showing off, I'm sure, some of the Bridget. We do love to see it.
Oh, yeah. Guys, if we were on the player cam right now, it would just be so crowded. They're all like, dude, that was insane. I can't believe you confirmed off that. Why were you looking for PRC Super Whiff? You know, so that was a super amazing set, and I'm glad that we got to watch it live over here on the commentary desk. And again, Pariah, I'm glad that we finally get to work together. For those of you who don't know, Pariah has been running fight sticks and flash kicks for so many installments. I believe they're Thursday evenings, right? Every Thursday? Yep. So if you guys haven't stopped on by, one, I'm surprised because they've been running it so consistently that I'm sure you guys have heard of them. But hey, you know what? Next Thursday, if you're thinking, man, I wish I was at CEOtaku right now, I wish I could play right now, make sure to stop on by and see this handsome face over here on commentary every single week.